If you let people's perception of you dictate your behavior, you will never grow as a person. But if you leave yourself open to experience, despite what others think, then you will learn and grow.
If you stay in your comfort zone, that's where you will fail. You will fail in your comfort zone. Success is not a comfortable procedure. It is a very uncomfortable thing to attempt. So you got to get comfortable being uncomfortable if you ever want to be successful.
Surround yourself with people whose eyes light up when they see you coming. 2, slowly is the fastest way to get to where you want to be. And 3, the top of one mountain is the bottom of the next, so keep climbing.
I have spent my whole life scared, frightened of things that could happen, might not happen. 50 years I spent like that, finding myself awake at 3 in the morning. But you know what? Ever since my diagnosis, I sleep just fine. I came to realize it's that fear that's the worst of it. That's the real enemy.
We are taught as women, you gotta find somebody. You gotta find somebody immediately. When you're in your 20s, when you're in your 30s, you gotta find, if you don't find somebody, you're an old maid. Nobody wants you. I can guarantee you, ladies, if you love yourself and you find out who you are, God is not going to let you down. He's going to give you whatever you want, whatever that fulfillment is.
Be patient. Everything in life will go exactly how it's supposed to go. At times you will feel like an outcast, that you don't fit in, but you will discover that being your own clique will be your strongest attribute. In life, you're going to face many challenges, many moments of adversity. There are going to be a lot of successes and some failures too. Those moments are going to create your character, build your integrity, and they will become your beauty marks. On your journey in life, you may hear a lot more no's than yeses, but you'll let those moments motivate you, and those that said no will eventually wish they would have said yes. And to every girl listening out there, you will forever be empowered by knowing that no one, absolutely no one, can close the door that God has opened for you.
I recently read this quote. It's insane and it's amazing, and you need to hear it. How we spend our days is, of course, how we spend our lives. I don't know why we think that our lives are in the future. Why do we say, I want to spend my life like this? Like, you're spending your life right now. This is life, right this very moment. How you're choosing to go about your day right now is how you're choosing to go about your life. And I feel like once we understand that, we actually might start prioritizing the time we have in the present moment and just staying present and not so future thinking, because all we have is right now.
You're gonna die and you don't know when. You know this, and yet you're still living your entire life based on everyone else's opinion of you? Well, in case you've forgotten, they're all gonna be dead pretty soon too. And in a short 200 years, no one's gonna have any fucking idea who any of us were. So just in case you've forgotten, remember that
It takes courage to be exceptional. It takes courage to be wise. It takes courage to be rich. It takes courage to be educated. It takes courage to be knowledgeable. It takes courage. And I'm just wondering, in this weak, watered down, mediocre society that we live in today, in this reality TV world we live in today, I'm wondering if there's anybody left that's got the courage to say, after all I've been through, and all my ancestors have been through, and all my parents have been through, I didn't come through all of that just to fit in with normalcy. I have the courage to go after my dream. Is there a woman left in this entire Coliseum that's got some courage?
Yourself with good energy. I've really eliminated a lot of people in my life who weren't offering that anymore. And if I ever felt drained hanging out with a certain person, work related or on a friend level, then I just kind of let it go over time. Like, time is way too precious to be spending it with people that don't make you feel your best.
What's the best advice you've ever received?
What if it can turn out better than you can imagine?
Second question, what's the worst advice you've ever received?
Be realistic.
Careful who you share good news with, because you want to share good news with people who are going to be genuinely happy for you, and that's one way that you can identify those people who are on your side.
People ask me about how to love yourself. How do you love yourself, Louise? Because I talk about it all the time. So I made a list of how to love yourself. Number one on that, when we're willing to change our thinking, we can change our experiences.
What piece of advice would you give yourself?
I wish I had known that this too shall pass. You feel bad right now? You feel pissed off? You feel angry? This too shall pass. You feel great? You feel like you know all the answers? You feel like that everybody finally gets you, and there you are. This too shall pass. Time is your ally, and if nothing else, just wait. Just wait it out.
You're not supposed to ever be sick. Never. The body is a miraculous machine that has been created to take care of itself and heal itself if we don't interfere. You make yourself sick. And if the mind is powerful enough to make yourself sick, it's also powerful enough to heal you. First, we got to find out why. Why did you do this to yourself? What were you trying to tell yourself? Every disease is the body talking to you. Now, cancer, most of the cases we have found, is caused by suppressed anger. If the person could just talk about what was bothering them, but they don't, they hold it inside.
So when you're totally in tune with yourself,
in tune with what you're supposed to be doing,
and what you're supposed to be doing,
you don't get sick.
Not even the common cold, or?
Well, a common cold would mean you're working too hard.